Well, that gets to the issue of whether Donald Trump has a ground game here. He's well known, of course, in the Nevada area, well known, of course, through his casinos in the Las Vegas area. But Lieutenant Governor of Nevada, Mark Hutchison, is endorsing one Marco Rubio. And that issue is coming up, Governor, about whether the candidates know what's involved in the caucuses in your state. It seems like a fairly Byzantine process. Is it?
Well, we just finished a rally with Senator Rubio, and we emphasized again to our supporters the importance of knowing where to go to caucus. It's a little bit confusing. It's not the normal place where folks go to vote in other elections. And so we've made sure that our supporters know to go to caucus.marcorubio.com, and they can find their caucus site there. So it's going to be important that they know where they're going, definitely. All
right. So assuming each camp has its respective ground game in order, we'll see how that resonates tonight. But it's 30 delegates. It's apportioned out. Donald Trump has been getting the better of these early contests. Is it possible he wins tonight and picks up still more delegates that go beyond just his popular vote performance? You know what I mean? Like in South Carolina, he got about a third of the vote, all of that state's delegates. How do you think it goes here?
Yeah, I think that the polls continue to show Donald Trump leading. I don't know how accurate those polls will be in the state of Nevada. It's very difficult to poll here. But we feel very good about our ground game. We've been at this now for months and months and months. We've identified our supporters. We now are engaged with them, and they're getting out and voting tonight. So we feel good about our ground game, Neil. And I think we got a very solid ground game, and we'll see who turns out. As you say, depending on who turns out is going to depend on who wins tonight.
You know, Governor, you always hear, whether it's your candidate, Marco Rubio, or Ted Cruz, who has at least won a caucus, that is Iowa, that you have to start winning. And in your candidate's case, you have to just do better than second or third, that he has to start winning. Where will he win?
Well, I think he's going to win. I think in these early states, really what matters is that we collect as many votes as we can. As you said, the delegate count is allocated and apportioned based on the percentage of the win in a particular state. So you can certainly continue to pick up delegates, but we feel confident that as this race narrows, Neil, as we get down to 2 or 3 candidates, and really, as Senator Rubio said, it's probably down to a 3-candidate race now. We feel that that's going to be very helpful for Marco Rubio. He's going to be able to coalesce and unite the Republicans behind him, and we're going to probably see, I think, a little different results going forward.
But at the longer other candidates, presumably like a John Kasich or a Ted Cruz, are viable and still running, that leaves less wiggle room and less time period for your candidate, does it not? I mean, I know what you're saying about every contest you pick up some delegates along the way, but so does Donald Trump in this. And in fact, with him leading in about 8 out of 10 of the next polled states, he could build on that lead prohibitively.
Well, you're right. There comes a time when, and I believe we're getting closer and closer, Neil, where Republicans have got to decide who are they going to vote for to win in November. I think that's what Marco Rubio that's why he's so appealing to Republican voters.
But, Governor, could you live if it was Donald Trump, if he were the nominee, you could live with that?
Well, we're going to support the nominee, and we're going to make sure that we rally behind him without question about it. But the question really becomes who can then win in November. Whoever the candidate is going to be, who the Democrats put up, Marco Rubio is the one who's going to beat either of those candidates. And the polls show that, and really the campaign, certainly the Clinton campaign has demonstrated that by attacking Marco Rubio more than any other candidate.
All right, Governor, thank you very, very much. We wish you well in this process. It is confusing, but I guess not if you're out there. You kind of know what's going on. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, we'll be all right, but it's great to be with you. Thanks very much, Neil.
All right, thank you.